Hello, welcome back to Serious About Salvage and another video on the channel. Now, first of all, I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you all had a good time with your families and friends, as much as you could do obviously with the restrictions that were in place, and that you got everything that you wanted. Now, because this is the first video of 2021, I thought, why not start off with a bit of a garage update. We've got quite a lot of new members, and some of the cars, some of you might not have even seen, especially the Mini in the corner. It's been there probably 4 months now. So I'm going to update you on all the cars. We'll nip round them all, start them all. They've not been started for 2 weeks, I don't think. And just a general update video of where we're up to and what's going to be going on in the next few videos. So yeah, we'll just dive in and we'll have a look around them. Okay, so yeah, also just before we do start off, I'd just like to thank you all for the continued support all the way through last year. It was a great year. We pretty much went from 0 subscribers up to the current number of roughly 12,600, I think it is. So I'm hoping for even better this year. Any YouTuber will tell you that the first 1,000, 5,000 subscribers are the hardest, and it only gets easier. And that is the case. We did a series on a 2016 Audi TT for I think 6 or 7 videos. First car I ever did. I think I got 44 subscribers out of 7 videos. And a nice car. But yeah, it's just difficult at the beginning. So this year, perhaps, I don't know, set an early target of, say, I don't know, 30,000 subscribers. How about that? Is it possible? I hope so. We're going to get some nice cars this year. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. And yeah, let's give it a go. So first of all, the Alfa Romeo Mito is still here. Now I've had a bit of interest in it. A couple of people came to see it. Unfortunately, the first person who came, they took it out for a test drive, and whilst they're out for a test drive, the EGT sensor failed. And it's become a bit of an issue finding it. I did eventually find one, and it should be here any day now. Subsequently, after that failed, 2 more people did come to see it. I did make them aware of the issue, and they asked me to keep them updated, but because it's taken so long, they've actually found another car. So that car, once it's fixed, will be going on eBay as an auction, and it will just go for whatever it goes for. It needs to be gone and out of the way. It's just taking up room. I just quick look at the snow. It's lovely up here today. Freezing, but it's nice. So that's the Alfa gone with. Now the Fiat 500 was supposed to be done for Christmas. Wasn't a Christmas present, but I was supposed to be taking it down. Unfortunately, we came up against 2 problems. Now, as it stands at the minute, the videos you've seen, it's all still in bits. Now, them videos are going to come out, and I was going to do the one video that have everything being completed, but it's become a bit of a long video, so I'm going to break it into 2 sections, where the inside gets done, then the outside. So I apologise in advance if them videos don't quite make sense at the beginning, because I do start it off in the general impression that I'm going to do the whole car in one video. But anyway, so what stopped us was one silver trim for the front of this car. Didn't turn up in time. It's in that box, so that means I can put the silver trim on, and then the last few bits are in the boot. There you go, and after the silver trim, and we're done. Other than the airbag ECU hasn't returned yet. That was one of the other issues I found out just before Christmas. It's impossible to wipe the things, especially with the stuff I've got. It wouldn't even take the cords off, never mind the crash data. So, but other than that, it's pretty much there. It's pretty much there. Nice little car. So, like I said, we will start them. They need to have a bit of a run. Just need to remind myself where I put the key for this one. There it is. So the ECU airbag is actually under the dashboard on these. Down there. Took me a little bit to find. Usually they're under the centre console, but not on the newer one. So this shouldn't really have an issue starting. There we go. And like you see, the airbag light's still on, which is why the fuel cut-off's not working. But other than that, nice car. Very nice car. So I'll shut it off for the time being because it's a bit noisy whilst we're recording, but once I finish this video they all will be started up and left to run for a little bit. So that's the Fiat. Yeah, nothing much more to say on that really. I don't want to spoil too much about what went on with the front end. All I will say is one of the big delays was my painting. That was one of the big delays. I forgot to put hardener in the paint. What a numpty. Did the same with the Astra, that's why the Astra bumper's back there. So anyway, rather than stripping that down and the wing, I went and bought another bumper and a wing and had them done properly. So anyway, like I said, I will leave that for the video. So next, we might as well start left to right. Astra Gtc. This should have been done and gone a long time ago. And I have done the majority of everything. All that really needs doing is, like I said, the bumper and the bonnet need to go back on it. But as mentioned with the Fiat, like an umpty, I forgot to put hardener in the paint and it's not gone off. And it's dull. And it's got wet. So I need to take that paint back off, and like with the other, I'm going to send it somewhere and get them painted. Now the windows have been left open on this because it was starting to get damp, as you can see with the mould. So I left them open and it's going to need a good valet. So what have we done? You all remember this is the one with the snap cam belt that we managed to save. It's been serviced, and I've also done the oil pickup pipe seal on this, so the sump's been off. Major job, telling you, it was horrendous. I think it is in a video that I've got, so that will come on at some point. But yeah, other than the bumper, bonnet, needs a new screen putting in it. That's all this needs. And again, another car done, so this should be gone pretty swiftly, I think. What have I done with the just one moment. Oh, they're there. This shouldn't have an issue starting, really. Battery's a little bit low. But yeah, we're gonna have to get that cleaned up. I'm gonna send it to the valeters, I think. Oh, it's even worse in the back. Nice. But yeah, so like I said, this is another car that's pretty much there, in all honesty. Runs really well now. Runs really well. But again, like I said, I'll just leave them off for the time being whilst we're recording, just to keep the volume down. You can hear the alphas running outside, but that's well out of the way. So that's the Astra GTC. I think, does it need an MOT? I think it might need an MOT this, but it's got new tyres all around, right? Great brakes. It'd be a nice little car. So the Focus ST, this one has gone down, do you know, a storm on the channel. You've been loving this one, and I've been loving it. These are the kind of cars I want to be finding in the future. Do you know, in all honesty, the Alpha, there's no one interested in that. Fiat's been good because so cheap, a lot of interest. GTC did really well because it had the mechanical damage. I think if it weren't for the mechanical damage and it was just physical damage, there probably wouldn't have been a lot of interest in that car either. So we need to be targeting, do you know, these kind of cars, the Focus ST, the Mini Cooper S, and even better, do you know, nicer stuff. So the Focus, now buying cars from auction, you're not allowed to try to contact the previous owner. But in this case, the actual owner of this car contacted me. So I don't want to make that clear first, straight away. He came forwards and he contacted me through Instagram. his friend had seen it on the internet, told him, and he'd contacted me. So just straight off, you know, I haven't gone and looking for him. I wouldn't do that. We're not allowed to do that. You can get your account suspended for it. He came to me, and he filled me in with a story about this car. I won't go too far into it right now. I'll probably tell you when I'm actually doing a job on it. But basically, he put it into a field. Blah blah blah. This is the damage that happened, and I don't know why. I think his father or something removed a few bits from the car. Drew like floor mats, aerial, drew bits and pieces. For some reason, the service book we knew was missing. The parcel shelf, drew little bits and pieces. So he reached out to me and he said, "Look, do you know this stuff you can have?" He didn't remove it himself. I happened to be in the local area the other week, so I nipped in. And like I said, he gave me the floor mats. He gave me the extendable parcel shelf. He's given me the logbook for it. He's given me the service book, which is a great help, and it's actually fully stamped service book in it. It is due a service, which I knew anyway because the light's on. But yeah, really nice to meet him. So if he's watching, like I said, thanks again. It was nice to meet you, nice to have a chat, and appreciate you, reaching out to me. And yeah, you'll see this back on the road, and like I said, I'm going to keep it. It's going to be for my family. And yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's the focus. So moving on from that, I've got literally everything on order for this car. A lot of it's already here. Some of it I'm still waiting for. Now, as we can see on the headlight here, now the only damage to this headlight is the lens. Everything else works perfect. Tried it all. There's no broken brackets, nothing. All I can suggest is a tree branch hit it when they put it in the field and it's broken the lens. So what I've done is I've ordered off eBay a standard halogen headlight, because the lenses are the same as far as I can see. Obviously when it turns up I'll know for definite, but this headlight off eBay, the back of it's broken, tabs are broken. It was £40, so if it's not the right one, I've not lost much, but it's going to be a damn sight cheaper than trying to find one of these headlights, because it is the one with the LED DRLs. It's got the Xenons, so not too sure if they're on ST2s, might have just been ST3s. It's definitely an option because they're not on all the Focus STs, I know that for a fact. So that should be an easy, cheap fix, £40, to change the lenses over. We're going to have to heat it up and pull the lens. I've got the wing for it here. I'll just make sure yeah, let's turn that around. Oh. Yeah, so that is the wing in colour. So that should just bolt straight on, no issues. Ooh, it's cold up here today, my fingers are freezing. I have got the complete wing mirror assembly, which is in this box. Now again, because this is the ST3, it's got the puddle light in it, it's got lane assist in the mirror, the power folding, they've got literally everything. So I've got the exact replica, puddle light, lane assist, power folding, the lot. It's not a genuine part, but it is brand new, and the cover is in there. Unfortunately, I couldn't find one in the right colour, so the cover we're going to have to paint. And surprisingly, that was £80, I think it was, with the mirror. We could probably have salvaged a lot on this, in all honesty, looking at it, because what is actually here doesn't appear to be broken. It just seems to be the casing. But for £80, I thought I might as well get it. I've got the triangle piece on order. It's come in. We had a big issue with the wheels, didn't we? One's smashed, another one's damaged. The other two have been refurbed and badly refurbed. So I managed to find a full set of 4. Unfortunately, the tyres are knackered, so we're going to get some tyres, but a full set of 4 alloys, very light curbing on I think one of them, a little bit there. Other than that they don't seem too bad. £250, so they'll go straight on. The bumper's in the back, side skirt's in the back. What else is there? Washer jet covers, I've got them ordered. They're actually here, but they're not in the right colour again, so I need to paint them. Ah, my hands are freezing. I think that's it. It's just the windscreen then, which I found one on eBay for £75. These are quite a rare windscreen because again ST3, so it's got the 3 cameras in it, or whatever they are, sensors, or 4 sensors. So like I said, it's got everything. It's got signpost recognition. It's got everything. So that car will get done very, very quick now, and I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I have been since the day I picked it up. Bloody hell, my hands are freezing. So we'll just dive in it, see if it'll start. That's not a good sign. Nothing's come on. Is there a key in here? Alright, try the keys. We have a key. Absolutely nothing. Interesting. Right, I'll have to put a pack on it to start this. So whilst we're doing that, let's just get our trusty little super capacitor. You've seen this in action on the channel. Great little bit of kit this. Great little bit of kit. Autowit super capacitor. I'll put the links again in the bottom, any of you are interested. What it does is, if your battery is really low, it will remove the charge from it and throw it back in one lump for your car to start. But in the case of the Focus, it's completely dead, so that won't work. So what you do is, so if the camera's a bit shaky, you put it on another battery. Whew, cold. Let it charge up. When it gets 100%, put it on the car you want to start and you can start it. So what I will do is, whilst it's charging, is just open the bonnet, because we can't open the passenger door at the minute. Just look at all the gubbins up there from all the cameras and stuff and sensors and whatnot. It's a impressive car, this. I've said it a lot already. You're probably bored to death of me talking about how well equipped this car is. And I think this is going to be one that we do a road review on when it's done. So that's open ready. Ah, my fingers are going numb. 87 already. See, I might as well just hold on for that. I was going to dive into the Mini, but that's going to beep in a minute, so we might as well hold on. I'll just pull this cover off, I think. I think my next job in here is going to be a nice tidy up. It's getting a little bit too much. So there's our bumper. Forgot I need one trim, don't I, for this? And there we go, it's beeping. Alright. So let's see what happens. So we're at power on, it's done. So take it off here. Swap it over onto the Focus. Positive to positive. Negative to an earth. And then little red button. Count us down. When it gets to 0, there'll be a long beep, and we're good to go. Always sounds so well when you start this car. Oh. Always sounds so well. So a hell of a lot of lights on, but that's what happens when batteries die. But started straight up, sounds absolutely great. And yeah, happy. Tyre pressure malfunction. Yep, it's fine. It's got tyre flat. It's got a spare one actually, hasn't it? So there'll be no TPMS in it. But yeah, I like this car. Needs a good clean. But it's nice to get them floor mats as well, isn't it? And that parcel shelf cover. Yeah. Okay, shall we move on to the Mini? I don't really want to turn it off, but I'm going to have to. Yeah. I'll have to turn it off. Just leave that there, I think. Just for the minute. Okay, so final car, the Mini. This is, like I said at the beginning, a lot of you probably haven't seen anything on this car, the new members. This is a Mini Cooper S on 2015, which, when we bought it, there was an off chance it might be a John Cooper Works, but it turned out not to be. It's just a standard Cooper S. So the reason I say that is because it has, or this is how it came, with John Cooper Works front brakes. I can't remember on the rears actually. What was on the rear? Well, they're red. I don't know if they're any different in Cooper S to John Cooper Works anyway, but it came with John Cooper Works rear bumper. You can see the outline of the badge. It even has a complete John Cooper Works interior, and I mean like everything except for, a few people pointed out a few little bits that would be different to the ones that are in the know, shall we say. But it's got all the seats, like lovely John Cooper Works seats. So it was a bit of a funny one, this. Now this has been here now I'm going to say 6 months. Now there's a reason behind that, which I haven't told anyone, except for a select few. This car came with, or should I say, on the auction sheet, it was listed with a private registration. And in my naivety, I expected that to come with the car. It was like I said, it was listed with it. I bought many cars that I've shown a private reg on the car, or I've turned up with private plates on, but on the auction sheet they're always listed with the original registration that they're going to be transferred to. This wasn't. This was listed with the private reg. And I still think I've been done out a little bit, but that's what happens with auctions. Nothing you can do about it. It comes as it comes. However it turns up, that's it. Now this private reg was valued at over £1,000. I'd actually, gone through the process of getting it valued, and there was companies on the internet that would sell it on my behalf and still give me £1,000 afterwards. Do you know what I mean? So that's the value. So I did kind of, work that into my offer when I bought the vehicle. So long story short, after purchasing this vehicle, a month after purchasing this vehicle, DVLA authorised a plate exchange on it back to the previous owner because he still had the logbook. even though it was an insurance write-off. I'd purchased it. I've got an invoice showing dates, my address, my name. But yeah, basically they removed the plate. My new logbook turned up back with the original reg on, which was the first thing that flagged me to the issue. So from then on, I've been having a bit of a to and go with DVLA, and it put a bit of sour taste in my mouth about the whole car. And obviously £1,000 is £1,000. So it's to the point now where this car, doesn't matter what I do with this car, there ain't going to be no money in it. All I can hope for is does well on the channel, and perhaps I'll get a bit of AdSense out of it. So I've decided now there's no point it sat here. It's probably losing more and more value. We might as well just get on with it, get it done, content for you guys, and whatever it costs, doesn't it? Now the other thing that's been stopping me from putting this back together, parts for these cars are ridiculously expensive. Like ridiculously expensive. People want £500 for a rad pack, just the rad pack, not the front panel, just the rad pack. Another 500 for the front panel. Bonnets, if you can find a second-hand one, 300-400 quid. They're not cheap. So I know of a couple of front ends. They're not cheap, like I said, but I'm just going to have to commit to it, and I am going to do that in the new year. And we're going to get on with this and get it finished. And perhaps we can still go down the road of doing a track day in it and meeting some of you if you want to join. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how we get on with it. But I'm excited about it. I do want to put it together. I do want to have a bit of a do in it. We do think it's probably been mapped. But there also is a couple of sensors missing on this car, which I still haven't got to the bottom of. I'll show you quickly, just in case any of you know. But under here, this is exactly how it came. There's two plugs here. Two plugs missing. Well, the plugs are there, should I say, but two sensors that clip into there. Now I'm guessing it had some kind of a piggyback system on it, where it's a piggyback map that deletes two sensors and something else went in there. And after they crashed it, they removed the piggyback system, because they also removed their airbox. That's gone completely. And there were a few other bits and pieces that they had removed, shall we say. So yeah, the person who crashed this didn't do me any favours, put it that way. Definitely didn't do me any favours. They had some different bezels around the lights because they removed their own and just put the silver ones back in, but didn't screw anything back together. So everything's just loose. That other side's exactly the same, nice and loose. Yeah, they didn't do me any favours, and the wheels are absolutely atrocious. So we did buy a full set of John Cooper Works wheels, which are here. They need a refurb. But yeah, set of wheels, £1,000, need refurbing. It's just stupid, the amount of money that this car needs. But you learn by doing these cars, and I won't make the same mistake again. Intercooler's there, managed to get it repaired. Like I said, it's had an aftermarket intercooler on this car as well, so like I said, I'm pretty much convinced it was mapped. What it's going to be when I've finished building it, I don't know, we'll see. So that's the Mini. So I think we are about done, aren't we? With the garage update. Now, this is going to be the last video you see that is recorded on my trusty old GoPro 3. That's what I've been using since day one, a GoPro 3. No active stabilisation on this camera, so you probably find that it's a little bit shaky quite a lot. Now, it doesn't matter how still you hold these cameras, if they haven't got active stabilisation, there's going to be some movement. They're a very wide angled lens, cover a lot of area, but at the same time they highlight any kind of movement with your hand. So what I've done is, I've ordered a brand new GoPro Hero 9 black. I've ordered the medium mod for it, and I've also ordered a Rode Wireless Go microphone, so we'll have no future volume issues. The camera quality, picture quality should be far superior. Should be no more shaky images because they have incredible hyper smooth stabilization on them, so you can literally shake them like this. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, I don't remember exactly where I was up to, but I was on about the new camera. So GoPro Hero 9 Black, GoPro Wireless Go, so the volume issues perfect, great picture quality. So things, the video qualities of the videos should start to get better for you guys. I think they're a lot better in lower light conditions because we do struggle a little bit in here at night. It's not dark by any means, it's just this camera. You can tell the quality of the imagery isn't as good when it gets a bit darker. What else? I'm also on the brink of ordering a new Autel Maxicom, I think, ODB scanner. So it's a substantial step up from the original iCar soft I was using, but that's obviously gone to Andy Rue, who won the giveaway. On the subject of giveaways, like I said, we are going to do another one at 20,000. I'm going to get an intro done that explains that better, and I think I'm probably going to give away this Autowit at 20,000 subscribers. So like I said, as always, make sure you're subscribed. Thumbs up if you like the content. Any comments and questions. I've been a bit quiet over Christmas, so I do apologise about that. It's time for family, isn't it, at the end of the day? And I spend a lot of time up here, away from the family, and I wanted to spend Christmas and the New Year, a good 2 weeks, with them, which is why there were no videos. And just lastly, before I leave you all, a quick comment on the X1, because, you know, comments got a little bit... some went a bit too far, in all honesty. Especially one guy seems to reckon that if he sees me at Copart, there's going to be some kind of problem. So that's a little bit embarrassing on his behalf to say something like that. The ones that are underhand have been deleted and they've been banned from commenting. It's as simple as that. I don't mind people getting involved and giving their opinion. But do bear in mind, this is a video. It's not going to be, you know, I don't care what you say. You see something on a video, you can't tell me you can assess damage through a video. I had plenty of people sending me emails that do it as a living who said themselves, there's no way from the videos that you guys saw you can tell how bad the damage was on that X1. So I'll tell you now, that car, I put it back together, everything lined up perfect. It did go off to a shop that does, you know, jigging on whatever you want to call it for a living. They assessed it. They also confirmed there was no A-pillar damage on that car. The only damage was to the outer skin in front of the A-pillar that extended slightly into the wheel well. They have subsequently removed the damaged outer skin and replaced it, done a very small pull on the skin into the wheel well just to pull it back out to meet the new outer skin. So I'll repeat it one more time, there was no A-pillar damage on that car. There's going to be a few of you that don't believe me. You're quite welcome to that opinion, that's yours. But do me a favour, if you don't believe what I'm doing here, you don't enjoy what I'm doing, don't bother watching. It's as simple as that. You know, like I said, some of the comments went way too far on that video. So just remember, you know, just because you're behind a computer or behind a phone, you can't be typing stuff like that. 99% of you, perfectly fine. The very, very odd few went way over and too far. So I'm going to leave the video there. Sorry it's on a bit of a sour note. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Isn't going to stop the way I do things. I enjoy myself, I enjoy doing the videos. I know literally all of you, most of you enjoy these videos. Yeah, and we're going to carry on. So thank you as always to everyone who does watch these videos, gets involved. All the support that I've had over the break with the emails, comments, messages, very much appreciated. Let's move on, get some nice cars in, and yes, like I said, Happy New Year. See you in the next one.